You're listening to The Gnomes Are Alive.
Little twerps. I'll kick every last one of you down. I'm not afraid of your pointy hats.
Whoa, what the flippity floop is going on here? Tobias, you finally got the garden gnomes talking?
Hey, more like screaming.
This maniac, this criminally insane minister of society, is attacking us with this lawnmower.
I am sick and tired of being hate crime. I want justice.
Jenna, you don't understand. I was trying to mow the lawn, you know. It's the least I could do since you're letting me crash here, and these little goblins...
Whoa! That is a slur.
We are gnomes, buddy. And if you lower their voice down here, I'll show you what that means.
I was mowing the lawn, and they started being like, "Hey, I'm walking here."
That's not how I sound, you idiot. It's, hey, I'm walking here.
Look at us now. These are the types of criminals you let into our house.
Our house?
Oh, don't pick them up, Jenna. What are they, babies?
Look, Tobias, I'm not letting you kick these guys. They're alive now and deserve to be treated like it.
That's right. It's basic gnome decency. I only hope it's basic human decency, too.
Hey, pal, you're just mad she's holding us and not you.
Well, thanks for trying to mow the lawn, Toby, but let's just try to keep the noise down. I have to go through the tapes from yesterday.
Can I help?
Your moral support.
You sure? I can write notes, or maybe...
Really, I'm fine.
No, I'm going to actually help you. You'll see. You'll be all like, wow, letting him stay here is the best decision I ever made.
There will be a road closure on Main today between 16th and...
You're listening to Channel News Update. 18-year-old Gary Gilbert has, as of this afternoon, been missing for 24 hours. He was last seen in the wheat fields on the edge of town. Perhaps, police have posited, he went into the fields on his own accord, hoping to talk to the stalks of wheat. Gilbert is best known around town as the youngest ever motivational speaker for Rosebuds. Here's a clip from his latest speech.
Come on, guys. I know you can bloom. It isn't just your petals that'll make you look absolutely gorge. It's the confidence that it took you to bloom. I believe in every single one of you. That's why I call you my buds.
Note to self, this news story may be connected to Lavaster Labs somehow.
Absolutely inspiring. Just like Mayor Mulweather's speech this morning. Here's a clip.
Oh, not this nonsense again.
Now, I just want to address the spreading rumors that our town is experiencing a weirdness crisis. People are saying crazy things like that garden gnomes are coming to life and the air smells like the color yellow. Such nonsense would never, ever happen under my astute watch. Ever. Did you hear that? Ever. I repeat, there is no crisis. But if there were, so inconceivably that I'm hesitant to even entertain the possibility, then we would get through it together. Would it take a lot of drinks? Yes. It would take a lot of cigarettes, too. My lungs and liver may not make it through this non-existent crisis, but my town will.
I cannot believe that this politician is lying. I mean, I, for one, did not see that coming.
For Channel this is the news anchor whose voice blares in your head as you try to sleep at night.
Tobias? Where have you been? I haven't seen you since this afternoon, and now it's 2 a.m.
I snuck into the lab.
You what?
I snuck into the lab.
You what?
I snuck into the lab. The bunker on the outskirts of town near the wheat fields. All the scientists are in the fields for some reason, so it was pretty easy. Besides, they couldn't have stopped me. I was Naruto running.
Tobias, get out of there. You're going to get hurt.
No, I'm going to get information.
Yeah, information like what it feels like to get arrested, how fast the lab security systems run the alarm. Oh my gosh, and then they'll recognize you.
No, they won't. I'm wearing one of the old Halloween costumes I found in your closet. Well, a mix of them. A hat from your witch costume, a shirt from your sexy nurse costume, and some face paint from that time you went as a zombie.
They won't know what you are, much less who you are. It's kind of genius.
Wow, You would have never known this place was abandoned. Everything's gray and metallic. The walls, the doors, the floors. It's also clean and shiny. The lights are still kind of dim, though. They must be low on power. I can hear people talking and noises. They're definitely coming from an animal of some sort. Ah!
What? Tobias, are you okay?
Yeah, there's just this random chicken in the hallway.
Oh, that was one of their weird imports. Live chickens.
Aw, hey little guy. What's your name? Henry? Harry? I can see it in your beady little eyes. Brakak! Brakak!
Are you communicating with him?
Of course not. That would be ridiculous. I don't speak chicken, unfortunately. But I can tell he's miserable. A bunker is no place for a chicken. Whoa, there's a room down the hallway that's rumbling. Like, the door is shaking.
Maybe that's where they're keeping their project.
I'm gonna get closer.
Don't!
Sophie, I told you to keep the chickens out of the hallway.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. He's cute, though, isn't he?
You're not supposed to even think like that, Sophie. I want it gone.
Yes, ma'am. Shoo, shoo.
Tobias? Tobias!
I'm hiding behind a corner. Sophie just came out of the room following a tall woman in a lab coat. It's too dark to really see her face. Except for her eyes. Jeez, it's like her stare is just cutting through the air.
Mother, it finally worked.
I can see, Sophie. Call me Dr. Lavaster.
Oh my gosh, Jenna, it's River Lavaster, the head honcho.
Tobias, we have to save the fangirling for later.
What was that?
I said, call me Dr. Lavaster. Do I need to check that your ears are functioning properly, Sophie?
Apologies, Dr. Lavaster. I suppose I'm just pleased that we've achieved proof of concept. The subject was fully functional.
Yes, our experiment worked, but only for a short period of time. If we want it to work longer, we'll need more Quarium. Much more Quarium. Tell Dr. Rhodes and Mr. Haunt that I need them to boost our production.
They've already been working very hard to produce more, ma'am. They're at each other's throats. Any more overtime...
Did I ask, Sophie?
No, ma'am. Just one last thing. Mayor Moleweather left some messages for you. I'll play them.
River? What did I tell you about coming back here? I don't want to see you in my town anymore. Especially if you're back to your old shenanigans again.
Enough, enough! Delete my messages. We have other business to attend to.
Jenna, did you get all that?
So whatever they've been doing to our town with the Quarium, they're about to be doing much more of it. Someone just knocked on the door, Tobias. You focus on getting out of there. Don't hang up. Oh, hello, ma'am. Can I help you? Are you lost? You seem new in town, and I could help you find your way around.
The curse.
Excuse me?
It clings to you, and it reeks. It reeks of blood. It reeks of burning coal.
I'm going to have to ask you to leave, ma'am.
You'll never escape it. It lingers in the air. This town is suffocating with it. Have an apple.
No, thank you.
Have an apple. Or the apple will have you.
Ma'am? Ma'am? She just disappeared. I'm back, Tobias.
Who was it?
That old lady who started randomly appearing around town once Lavaster Labs started operating. You know, the one who's always carrying a basket of apples. Just don't worry about it. Are you out of there yet, Tobias?
I'm following Sophie.
You need to leave, Toby. These people are sketchy. I don't need a scoop more than I need you. And I do need you, not because you mow my lawn, but because you bring out the best, or most criminally insane, maybe, in me. And if you don't come home right now, I'm taking away your trash bag privileges.
Jenna, I need those to make my sweet, sweet music. Flooshity floosh, flooshity floosh. You know, you vibe to it too. Okay, now we're in this room doesn't even look like it should be in a lab. The tables are pushed against the walls and there are red writings on the floor. There are also whiteboards with strange words on them. Oh, and one of them is misspelled. See, I hate this. These people are doctors and I can smell better than them. You know what? I'm gonna fix it.
I'm gonna faint.
It's okay, it's okay. There's a back door in this room that leads to the fields. Sophie's outside with Colin and Alex. She won't see me. Here, they left out some markers. What color should I pick, Jenna?
Tobias, you still shouldn't touch anything.
Blue, then. There. It says, according to the calendar, D-Day will be on May 24th. Except they spelled calendar with an A. Can you believe that?
D-Day? All these experiments are leading up to some big event? I'm sorry, did you just say with an A?
Yep-beroni, but I changed it to an E.
Tobias, that's the right way to spell calendar.
I know.
No, I mean with an A.
They're back. I'm hiding behind a whiteboard. Colin and I guess Mr. Hunt are handing Sophie barrels of glowing purple stuff.
Here you go, Sophie. Do you need help carrying all of that?
You know I possess twice the strength you do. But yes, I would like your help.
I managed to create a great deal of Quarium for us to work with. Or for you two to flirt around, I suppose.
And he actually checked to make sure there weren't any teenagers around this time.
Did you hear that?
Gary Gilbert? Is that why he's disappeared?
It's physically impossible to see teenagers, Colin. Everyone knows that. And I find it offensive that you portray my work as some sort of barbarity. We wouldn't have Quarium without me, mind you. And then where would you be with you and your machines? Doing show and tell at elementary school? 'Cause no one else will hire a disgraced scientist?
Those words would hurt if they weren't from a madman who used to lead a cult that tried to prove summoning spirits was an exact science.
Science is more than just numbers. It's also spirituality. Not that you would know. You can't even spell calendar correctly.
You're losing even more of your marbles. You wrote that.
Not that word. It's written in blue ink.
What's the significance of that?
I only use red ink. Many studies have found red to improve focus and performance, but mostly because red is the color of spirits. Spirits are a lot like babies. In the sense that red is the only color that they can see. Obviously, that comparison doesn't entirely apply, but because at least spirits are real, but humor me. And this rule doesn't just apply to ritual circles, it applies to all of my papers, too. You know, sometimes spirits want to review scientific documents as well, and it's kind of cancelable that we don't let them do that. If we just consulted spirits on scientific matters, we would know definitively that the afterlife is worms.
Worms?
Yes, worms. Like the pink squirmy things. What do you not understand?
Well, the fact that neither of you wrote that on the board, combined with all the strange noises I've been hearing around the lab, suggests we have an intruder. The ink appears to be fresh, so he must be in this room.
Oh, sugar honey iced tea. Tobias, get out of there!
There he goes! After him!
Okay. I think I lost them. I ducked into the storage room. They have even more barrels of Quarium in here. Whoa, wait a minute. These are all different. This one has a bunch of solid purple rocks, like purple coal, but that one over there is full of powder. And that one sloshes when I move it, so it's gotta have purple liquid in it.
They must just be using Quarium in a bunch of different forms.
Ugh!
Tobias, are you okay?
I fell face first into the stuff, and now it's all in my nose and mouth, and now I feel a little wonky.
Oh no. Tobias, are you still coherent? Just try to stay with me.
I'm completely fine. It's Tobias you need to be worried about.
Wait. This is the same sort of wonky you got when you got splashed with Colin's toxin. And when you stole the powder Sophie was putting on her breadsticks. It was all some form of Quarium. This Quarium must be some sort of drug, maybe a hallucinogen.
Oh my god! They took my idea about the hallucinogenic breadsticks!
Yeah! Quarium makes people woozy, which means if they've been burning Quarium in the factory, maybe that's making us all sick. Maybe we've been hallucinating all the crazy stuff that's been happening lately.
I heard a sound coming from the storage room.
Jen, I'm hiding behind a barrel right now, but I think the jig is up. If I end up like Gary, I just want you to know...
Oh, Tobias, what?
I really love...
Toby, I loved you...
Hector the chicken.
We're going to find you, intruder.
Not before I found you. Ha! Tag, you're it.
Tobias, don't reveal yourself!
I have the intruder.
It's Harvey the chicken. He's attacking Sophie.
Okay, his name was Henry, then Harry. I thought it was Hector, now it's Harvey.
The chickens have begun their assault. I knew this day would come. Let me get the supplies.
Hey! Where are you going? We need to get this chicken off of Sophie.
Thank you, Harold. I gave him his freedom, and he gave me mine.
Harlow will be dearly missed, Tobias, but just come home.
Oh, I'm coming home. I'm coming home with a fistful of Quarium. I grabbed a few stones before I left.
Perfect. We can get someone to test it. Maybe our theory is correct? Anyway, we can deal with that later. Just get home as soon as you can.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Thanks for listening with all 3 of your ears. You should probably get that checked out, though. If you like what you heard, please remember to support this podcast by sharing it with all your favorite people, including Talking Garden Gnomes. For a full list of credits, please visit our website, which can be found in our bio. Until next time, the gnomes are alive.